Hello. Today we are going to talk about a topic that is currently being discussed all over the world. Yes, the rising tension between America and Iran, and especially the attacks carried out by America on Iran's nuclear sites have increased this concern even more. Many people are wondering whether this is the beginning of a third world war. Exactly, and that's why today we will try to understand this matter deeply. We have international news updates and some expert analysis with us. Yes, CNN, Economic Times, Study IQ, and other sources have shared videos on this topic. Based on all of this, we will try to understand the current situation, a bit of historical background, and what could happen next. Let's start with those attacks. The operation was called Midnight Summer, and Iran's three major nuclear facilities were targeted. Yes, precisely Natanz and Fordo, and they used bunker buster bombs for it. These are extremely powerful weapons that can penetrate deep underground. So they used very advanced and destructive weapons along with missiles, right? Yes. Missiles were also used. America claims that Iran was in the final stage of making a nuclear bomb, and to stop that, they carried out this attack. President Trump even used the word obliteration, meaning complete destruction. But his statement was a bit different, wasn't it? Yes. He called it serious damage or severe consequences. It means the actual extent of damage is still being assessed. According to satellite images, huge craters are visible in those areas. Naturally, Iran's response is expected to be very aggressive. Definitely, they have declared that America has crossed the red line. This is equivalent to a declaration of war, and revenge will be taken. That means their Revolutionary Guard and other forces must be on high alert. Yes, they have been placed on high alert now. Meanwhile, Israel has stated that they were aware of the attack in advance. But globally, there is an atmosphere of concern. Many countries have appealed for restraint. And what impact has this had on the global markets? The effect was immediate, according to Economic Times. Crude oil prices increased. Stock markets went down. There was unrest in America as well. Some members of Congress were reportedly unaware of the full details of the attack. Listening to all this reminds me of the analysis comparing the current situation to World War II. Is history repeating itself? That's an important point. The Second World War also started gradually and unexpectedly. At that time, global alliances were shifting. Remember the pact between Germany and the Soviet Union? Yes. Initially, there was a treaty, which was later broken, and then came the attack on Pearl Harbor, turning indirect conflicts into a full-blown war. Despite economic ties, war couldn't be avoided. Many people feel this is a similar beginning. Today, the Russia-Ukraine war is already ongoing. With America and NATO indirectly involved, Iran is threatening attacks on American bases. Everything feels eerily similar to past events. Back then and now, it's hard to decide who is the hero and who is the villain. And if this conflict escalates, what options does Iran have? What could they do? Iran might attack American bases in the Middle East. Secondly, there's the Strait of Hormuz, which is strategically very important. A huge amount of global oil trade passes through there. Iran might threaten to block it, or they could use their proxy groups, like Hezbollah in Lebanon or the Houthi rebels in Yemen. Exactly. They could orchestrate attacks through these groups, or even carry out terrorist attacks globally. These are all options available to Iran. So, the danger is not limited to that region. If major powers get involved, the situation could spiral out of control. That's the real fear. Russia and China are allies of Iran. They might come to Iran's aid. On the other hand, if America or its assets are attacked under NATO's Article 5, an attack on one member is considered an attack on all. Yes, NATO countries might support America, and this could lead directly to a world war. The consequences would be unimaginable. The repercussions could be extremely severe. There's the risk of nuclear technology falling into the wrong hands. The global economy could collapse. It's estimated that oil prices could shoot up to $200 per barrel. And most importantly, there would be massive loss of life. Is there any way out of this? Are there efforts being made for peace? Is there still some hope behind the scenes? There are definitely diplomatic talks happening behind the scenes. Countries like India, Oman. Switzerland and Turkey have good relations with both sides. They could play the role of mediators, a kind of cooling period or temporary ceasefire, or global organizations like the United Nations could exert pressure, but how successful those efforts will be is uncertain. Overall, the situation is extremely sensitive and complex. The risks of history, present, and future have all merged together. The saying history repeats itself feels more true today than ever. And one thought comes to mind while discussing this right now. Our focus is on America and Iran. But history shows that wars have often started because of unexpected incidents or misunderstandings. Could there be an invisible spark or a miscalculation somewhere? Something we are not even thinking about right now, but something that could be the real trigger for disaster.